Okay everybody, this is the complete transformation process for Newage Massive Assault Specialist, which is their take on a slicer figure. Just a reminder, it's only the transformation process, but you're going to see this actual figure transformed because it's exactly the same mold, and it's also a tutorial, so I hope it helps you out. Okay everybody, this is the transformation process for Newage's Legend Scale take on a Generation 1 wheeljack. Just a reminder, it's only the transformation process. The review is separately uploaded, and also the same with most Newage figures. This is really intricate, so I want it to be a tutorial, so bear with me as I try and be as descriptive as possible. Right, let's start off with just separating these tiny little side panels here free. So as you saw, you can bring that out, fold this out of the way. Once you've done that, you can then take the whole front of the car, apart from the bit with the window on. You can start to separate this. There you go, one side's come down, the other side's come down. If they come apart, don't worry about it. But then if you look underneath, you've got what's going to be his waist, it's the midsection. Fold that all the way down and over on itself. Turn your attention to the back and where the spoiler is. To be honest, if you want to, you can turn these down now right away, and then what we're going to do, we're going to separate the arms from underneath here. So what we're looking to do is take this back part off there we go, and the same on this side. Keep this folded up out of the way for now, and then separate this right the way out. Once you've got them up there, you need to rotate these a full, pretty much, it's about 180 degrees. So you want the tires and the wheels facing in like so, and again we're going to leave that there, I think, just for now, and we're going to turn our attention to the legs. So separate these. What you then need to do is separate this part here. So what we're doing, it's going to detach there where the number is on the door. You can extend the foot all the way down. Then what you're going to do with this at the back, you're going to bring this over, rotate that around and start to slide it back there ready. Extend out what are going to be the toes, and again turn these out of the way and then close. Oh, if I turn that down there, then you can close this up like a leg. Right, this is important now. See this part here? What we're looking to do is to spin this all the way up and around 180 degrees. So now that is facing down. So repeat the same process on this side. Let's just separate this door slightly from there. Oh, everything gets stuck because everything is really well tabbed in. Bring this all the way down. Open this bit up, spin it around, rotate it down like so, and then don't forget, this is again where you're going to take this part, you're going to bring it all the way up and bring it down. You need the green facing the front. So now it's a case, I suppose, of sorting out these feet. So you need to take the toes down on this ball and socket. Oh, it's just popped off. I suppose I'm going to keep going just to show you how to carry on if that does happen to you. I might have to open up this, which would be cheating a little bit, so I don't really want to. I want to pop it back in. Yeah, there you go. Right, separate this part as well, and indeed this part. So let's bring this down, rotate that under there. That's what I was trying to do. Bring that up, and then this will now come down like this and rotate around to be the back of the foot. So let's do that again on this side, hopefully not pulling it apart. So I've not clipped this in yet. I need to extend the foot, the toes there all the way down. There you go, you can see this here. So let's open up this part, so fold it down, separate this as well. So now it's going to fold back as the toes, and you can then, in fact, that is facing the wrong way. So it's a good job we checked that. Bring it down on that ball and socket joint, fold it down, and then you can manipulate, should be able to, it should come forward on that little ball there enough for you to, let's bring that around there, turn it round, and there we go, correct that orientation. So now when I close the leg part together like so, that is how it's going to look. This bit is folded down ready, that's going to go to there, and then we've got our legs sorted. So that's the bottom half done. Let's turn our attention to the top. So let's take the arm down, and what I need to do is to bring this, if it is still connected, which it is, off there and just bring it completely out. So let's do the same on this side. Disconnect the hand from there, bring it straight out. What I'm going to do now though is just give this a little bit of space there still. I'm going to take this, I'm going to rotate this around a full 180 degrees, and then try not to catch anything because you can't do what we're about to do. Take the last two parts of the roof down. We've already folded the spoiler in, and we're going to tip that there like so. So now this should, in theory, I think I've gone the wrong way typically. Yep, fold that. Oh no, I can't have done. Fold that there. No, it was right. Fold this all into this gap there. This is just still catching it, isn't it? I need to swing it down. That's it. What I didn't do, guys, was swing that down. So this will then fit into this gap there, and we can put them bits up. So that's pretty much the torso done. It's now just a case of fixing all this. So fold this over to fill that gap. Same on this side, I did that automatically. This was the bit that was at the back. You're going to fold them in to fill this gap. You're then going to keep them parts down. And then what we need to do is this part here. See here, there's a tab there. This is going to click into the side. Same on that side. Now we just need to fix the arm. So bring this all the way down. So straighten it onto there. Rotate at that part of the bicep. Take this part here, lift this up and out of the grey. It's just stuck in here. So what you need to do is you need to lift it up. Again, it's really tiny. So you can see how it's going to fold out. There you go. Fold it out of there. Turn it round and then push it down. And then what you need to do is just spin this around. That's your bicep, and then you can correct. See, that's backwards. You need to turn that fist around. I haven't got anything small enough to have a go at that, but I'll do it in a second for you anyway. So what we're looking to do is separate that there, rotate there. You can see all the way around. That's the straight part of the arm. This part here, again, we now need to lift up and out. Oh, I've just popped the whole arm off. I can't believe it. I'm going to carry on anyway. This is going to then pop out of here. You still need to do this anyway. Rotate that up, and then when we've got the figure, I know most people wouldn't keep that in, but you know, if it happens to you, I want you to be reassured that it is as simple as that to rectify. So make sure they're pushed in. Make sure they're pushed in. I'm bound to get some comments on that, but oh well, that's how he goes into his robot mode. And as I say, correct the orientation of your fists. That for mine's just a little bit loose. Right then, let's take him back to robot mode. So let's start off with, I suppose, the arms and the back bit. So let's take this part, let's bring this right up and out. Let's fold, well, in fact, keep them there rather. What you're going to do though is you're going to rotate that 180 degrees, fold these two bits down, and then you might as well, while we're here, just correct the orientation of that spoiler. Lift these up. Then what you need to do is lift the arms up out of the way, and indeed lift all of this up out of the way. Now this is that tough little bit that I always find really difficult to get out, but unbelievably, as you can see, it's coming out not too bad that time. Then you need to rotate it around again because it needs to be on the outside of the vehicle like so. So we'll do the same thing on this side. Disconnect the arm via the shoulder there, bring this up, rotate it around your 180 degrees, leave the arms there for now. What we actually need to do though, obviously, is get out this little bit. It's inside there, and I got it out on the other side really easy, so I'm tempting fate now and probably won't get this out at all. Let's have another go then. It's this bit here, and it is the bit that's just going to fill in the back of the vehicle. Managed to get it, nails in there, perfect. So let's make sure this is out of the way. I just got that caught again. As I said, this has to stay completely flush. I'm going to turn this part up ready. I'm not going to fully clip it in because the arms are nowhere near ready yet. I'm just going to get that all out of the way. I'm going to turn our attention to the legs because we've got all this clearance now, which is great. Now before we forget, don't forget we've got to turn these grey parts around so they're facing the opposite way. So you see now that's now slanting down. I'm going to do the same on this side purely because I just don't want to forget, in honesty. Right, let's take the leg then. So let's open up this bit, rotate up that bit, and then just slide this out of the way. We then need to separate the back of the vehicle part, which is there. So this needs to come up. You're going to rotate it that way, make sure it stays folded out, and then if you recall, this bit folded in there. So the green bit now, this part is going underneath. This green bit on the toe, which we're going to spin around now, we need on the front. So click that in, fold that up, and then, to be honest, collapse that into there, and that's that part done. So what we did, let's take the toes, fold the heel sprue back, fold this bit out and up, extend the toes as low as it'll go, take which is going to be the side of the door. This will all disconnect off the back of this, lift this up, rotate it 180 degrees, fold it back because it's the side of the door. That's going to come over there like so. This will collapse into that like so. Rotate your toe around, collapse it back, join it together, and then, to be honest, if you remember, you're going to double collapse over at the waist, that there, and pretty much back into position. What we need to do now though is we need to tidy up all of the arms. I'm just going to make sure there's enough space there, because once this is clipped in and over, that is the front done. We just need to sort out this back part. So what we're looking to do is correct all of this, and this can get a little difficult, but if I go off memory, what you're looking to do is, if you need to have this bit of the extra mold at the top. We're then going to rotate, if you remember, at that top of that bicep 180 degrees. Then we need to sort the fist out, because this needs to come out, rotate around like it did. Let me get this to spin around, and then sit back in there like so. So what we've got now, this is going to, I've just pushed that in the wrong way typically. What we need is, we need this to go around. Let me rotate that, collapse it down and over. That's what we're looking for. So we're looking for the fist facing in there and that white part up there. So on this side, let's do the same again. So let's bring this out, rotate that to face that way. Rotate, let's take this part out of this, bring it around, turn it up to go that way. And then of course, so what we're looking to do is collapse that down there like so. This will now fit into all of the gaps. It's just like a big jigsaw piece now. So bring this together, slot that into the back part, there first and foremost, and this tab there first and foremost. On the underside, you're going to tab that together, but what you need the fists to be the opposite way around for, so the orientation. It's one of the main reasons why I didn't turn them around at the beginning part of the video, is because you need them facing the opposite way, so you can then get that tab over there. If your fists aren't facing away, this is incredibly difficult, because they just get in the way. And again, that's one of the main reasons, guys, why I didn't do it at the beginning. Once that's in there, tab that in there, tab that in there. Final parts, if you remember, bring these down, loop it over, drop that in. Well, not loop, just pull it out to push it back in. And once that's in and the head's just turned that way, that is what you're looking for underneath, and that is obviously what we're looking for on the top. Hope this helped. Take care.